Guys, now let us come to discuss about the angle conversion. लास्ट सेशन में हमने क्या देखा था? लास्ट सेशन में वो यूनिट कन्वर्जन देखा था, मतलब एक यूनिट में से दूसरे यूनिट में कैसे कन्वर्ट करते हैं. ठीक है. सो इन दिस सेशन वी हैव टू डिस्कस अबाउट द एंगल कन्वर्जन. मीन्स व्हाट? We have a different units of angle, then how we convert it. Okay, up to the 10th standard you are studying about the degree. Now we are discuss new units of the angle, and that is the radius. So what is the relation between them? So we have a different units. Let's we write here some of those unit. First, what is the unit of angles? Different unit of angles. First one is a radian, second one is a degree, third one is a minute, and fourth one is a second. So this minute and second are not a time. This one is also represents a unit of angle. This minute and second also we are using this unit for a time, but right now we just write this one is only for a angle. Okay, let's see. And now we discuss about the plane angles. Right now we are discuss about the plane angles. Okay, so these are the different units. So what is the relation between them? So as we discussed in the last session, see what is the plane angle of a circle. As we discussed in a last session, what is the plane angle of a circle? So this is the plane angle of a circle. This is the plane angle of a circle. What is this actually? 2 pi radian. What is this? 2 pi radian, as we discussed in last session. Okay, and all of you guys know about this. What is this angle total in degree? So that is a 360 degree, as you studied in a previous standards. Okay, so this total angle is 360 degree in terms of degree unit, and this total angle is 2 pi in terms of radian unit. So this both must be the same. Okay, so first relation for this one is what you must be remember this relation. What is this relation? 360 degree is equal to 2 pi radian. 360 degree is equal to 2 pi radian. So all of you remember this first one. 360 degree is equal to 2 pi radian. Now 2 is common out from this both one. 2 is common here. 360 degree is equal to 2 pi radian. Now 2 common from here, so it means 180 degree, half of this, then 2 is divided, 2 is just comes from here, so is equal to pi radian. All of you guys must be remember this relation first. This equation, this relation is quite helpful. This equation 180 degree is equal to pi radian, quite helpful for conversion of a unit. Now second relation. Now all of you must be remember the second relation also. What is the second relation? The relation between degree, minute and second. Relation between degree, minute and second. So 1 degree is equal to 60 minutes. It's represented like this. 60 dash, dash means minute. 1 dash means what? Minute. Okay, so 1 degree is equal to 60 minutes, and second one, all of you must be remember the second one also. 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. This is represented like this. 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. Double dash means second, one single dash means minute. Okay, so we have to remember this three relation for the angle conversion. Okay, now see here, for the conversion of angle, first relation you must be remember 180 degrees equal to pi radian. How? This is the reason. Now this is also one defined unit, and which one is this? This is the minute, and this one is the second. So by this both one, see, 1 degree is equal to 1 degree 60 minutes, and 1 minute is equal to 60 seconds. So you put this 1 minute here. What is total? 60 into 60. Total is 3600. Then finally you write like this. 1 degree is equal to 3600 second. You also write this unit in this way. Out of this, most of the time whenever you require this one, most of the time this equation is mostly used. This is a used, but some very few required. But this first relation, right, 180 degrees is equal to pi radian, it is quite helpful for us. Let us discuss some of this example. See, first example solved by me, means I am just solving some example over it. Then after, you just pause your screen and try to solve the example. You have a 30 seconds for each example. Okay, so let us understand the first problem here. Example number 1. See, how you convert one unit to the another unit in case of angle. Let's see example number 1. Suppose you have one angle is given to you, pi by 6 radian is equal to blank degree. Find out. Pi by 6 radian is equal to blank degree. Okay, so that's quite easy. Pi by 6 is given to you. Pi by 6 is given to you. You must be used. So wherever the pi radian is given to you, you put just 180 degree. Pi radian is equal to what? 180 degree. So can I write this terms in this way? See, 1 by 6 into pi radian. Can I write this way? 1 by 6 into pi radian. This both must be the same, as we know. So pi radian is equal to what? Pi radian is equal to 180 degree. So it is equal to what? 1 by 6 into 180 degree. So 18, 6 3s are 18. So that is a 30 degree. 6 3s are 18. So that is a 30 degree. It means our answer is what? Pi by 6 radian is equal to 30 degree. Here also write down it is equal to 30 degree. That's the quite simple method. See, you just use this one and finally you get this type of answer. Let's see another example. Example number 2. Suppose pi by 4 radian is equal to blank degree. All of you guys pause your screen for 30 seconds and try to solve this example. Okay, your time starts now. Okay, let's see. Pi by 4 radian is equal to blank degree. So you are just using the same method. So what you get here? 1 by 4 as it is into pi radian. 1 by 4 as it is into pi radian. What is this? 1 by 4. Pi radian means what? Pi radian means 180 degree. So 180 degree. You just solve out this problem. Finally you get a 45 degree. Okay, after simplification you get this answer, 45 degrees. So our answer is what? 45 degree. Let's we just solve some of this example. We solve some of this example here in opposite case. Here this is the radian to degree. Now let's solve some example degree to radian. Example number 3. Suppose 120 degree is equal to blank radian. You have to solve out this example. How we solve it? 120 degree is equal to blank radian. So this can we write this like this in this way? See, 120 degree is equal to 120 into 1 degree. Can we write this relation in this way? The answer is yes. We write this relation in this way. Now what is 1 degree? So all of you must be see here. This 180 degree means what? So write the note here first. Let's we write a 1 knot. What is 180 degree? So 180 degree is equal to pi radian. Yes or no? Then yes. Now this 180 degree you just write in this way. 180 multiplied by 1 degree is equal to pi radian. Now find the 1 degree from this relation. So take this 1 degree is the head of this relation. So 1 degree is equal to pi upon 180 radian. So this is our relation. Wherever you see the 1 degree, you just put this. Wherever you see the 1 degree, you put this. 1 degree is equal to pi by 180 radian. So finally you get some answer. Okay, let's see put this value here. So what we get finally? So 120 as it is. 120 as it is. What is 1 degree? 1 degree is pi upon 180 radian. So pi upon 180 radian. Simple. Ready? Now you just simplify this relation. 0 0 cancel out. 6 2s are and 6 3s are. So what is the final answer? So final answer is equal to 2 pi by 3. 2 pi by 3 radian. 2 pi by 3 radian. So finally our answer is what? 120 degree is equal to 2 pi by 3 radian. Clear? I hope now you understand very well how to solve this example. Now try to solve this next example by yourself. Example number 4. See, 150 degree is equal to blank radian. All of you guys pause your screen for 30 seconds and try to solve this example. Your time starts now. Okay, let's see. Can we write this 150 degree exactly similar to this one? 150 multiplied by 1 degree. And what is 1 degree? 1 degree is equal to pi by 180 radian. Suppose this, it is equal to 150 multiplied by pi upon 180 radian. Now if anything is cancel out, then cancel it. So see, 0 0 cancel out. 15 5 3s and 6 3s are. So 5 3s are and 6 3s are. So what is answer? 5 pi by 6 radian. 5 pi by 6 radian is equal to 150 degrees. So finally our answer is 150 degrees is equal to 5 pi by 6 radian. So in this way you just convert the some angle from radian to degree and degree to radian. Okay, this is the quite simple method. Wherever you see the pi radian, you just put pi radian is equal to 180 degree, and wherever the degree is given, then you just write this degree in this way and replace 1 degree by pi upon 180 radian. So finally you get the final answer. Some example try to solve by yourself at your home. So write down some homework example. Okay. Okay, let's write some of the, suppose we have a 10 example, you just try to solve this whole example by yourself, okay? And if you have any doubt, then ask me later on, okay? Let's see. Pi by 2 radian is equal to blank degree. Seven pi by 4 radian is equal to blank degree. Next, okay, write this next one. 5 pi by 3 radian is equal to blank degree. Two pi by 6. Sorry, this is pi by 3 radian is equal to blank degree. 8 pi by 3 radian is equal to blank degree. Okay, now some of this example degree to now this is radian to degree. Next example degree to radian. So write down some of this example. 60 degree is equal to blank radian. 90 degree is equal to blank radian. 135 degree is equal to blank radian. 270 degree is equal to blank radian, and 210 degree is equal to blank radian. Okay, all of you guys just try to solve this all this example by yourself at your home. Okay, so write down this all this thing in your books. Then after we are going to this next one, degree to minute and minute to second. Okay, note it. Okay guys, in our textbook one example is given in a solved example. So illustration number 2.1, let's we solve to understand this minute second. Okay, this unit conversion which is given in our textbook. So all of you guys see the page number 19, illustration number 2.1. illustration number 2.1 means solved example. Illustration means what? Solved example. So let's see. First we read the statement, then after we are going to the solution. Calculate the angle of 1 degree first. So first one is what? A, 1 degree. Second one is 1 minute. So B, 1 minute. 1 minute is also called a arc minute. Minute of arc. Minute of arc. This is the just the pronunciation. 1 minute means what? Arc of minute of arc or arc minute. Okay. And similarly 1 second of arc, so C, 1 second of arc. You convert this all this angle in terms of radian. So convert in a radian. Convert in radian. We have to finding out this one. Okay. Some of these relations are given, but we already write some relation here. So we are use this relation. Let's see what is the hint of this example. So 1 degree is converted in the radian. So that is we know we just actually we already write this one. So first 1 degree is equal to blank radian. First example, 1 degree is equal to blank radian. How we get this? Very simple. 1 degree means what? 1 degree means what? Pi upon 180 radian, as we already discussed this. Okay, and finally what is pi here? So all of you guys must be note this. Pi is equal to 3.14. Pi is equal to 3.14. that is a standard value. Sometime it is we also write this value 22/7. This is the pi. Okay, pi is a 3.14 or it's equal to 22/7. So you just put this value here. So what you get? Pi is equal to 3.14 upon 180 radian. So after calculating this one, you get this answer. If you calculate this one in a calculator, then you get this answer. It is equal to 1.745 into 10 raised to -2 radian. Okay, if you write this answer, it is okay, but there is in a textbook there is some simplification is given. So finally after put this value, pi is equal to 3.14, you get this answer 1.745 into 10 raised to -2 radian. Okay, let's come to the second example. 1 minute converted into radian. 1 minute is converted into radian. Let's see how we convert it. Problem number 2. 1 minute is equal to blank radian. Quite simple example, but first you convert this minute into degree. First you convert the minute into degree, and then after you are just convert degree to radian. So what is the relation between minute and degree? So 1 degree is equal to 60 minutes. 1 degree is equal to 60 minutes. So 1 minute is equal to 1/60 degree. See, let's write a note. 1 degree is equal to 60 minutes. So can we write this value in this way? It is equal to 60 into 1 minute. Can we write this value in this way? Then find the minute from this one. So 1 minute is equal to 1 upon 60 degree. 1 upon 60 degree. So put this value here. So 1 minute is equal to 1 upon 60 degree. Okay, so what is 1 upon 60 degree? So 1 upon 60 multiplied, degree means what? Can we write this way? 1 upon 60 multiplied by 1 degree. So what is 1 degree? 1 degree is equal to what? 1 degree is equal to what? 1.745 into 10 raised to minus 2 radian, or you just write pi upon 180 radian. So we are use this one. 1 degree is equal to pi upon 180 radian. So it is equal to 1 upon 60 multiplied by pi upon 180 radian. All of you guys just simplify this relation by yourself in a homework. Okay, try to solve this example. After calculating this value, finally you get this answer. See, if you calculate this, then you get this answer. It is equal to 2.91 into 10 raised to minus 4. Okay, so this is our answer. Let's try to solve the third example. So example number 3. See, what is this? 1 second. So 1 arc second is equal to blank radian. We have to find this. So first you convert this second into minute, then minute is converted into degree, but we have to write this relation directly. See, degree and second. So use this relation. So write a one note. What is this? 1 degree is equal to 3600 second. 1 degree is equal to 3600 second. So what is this? 1 degree is equal to 3600 multiplied by 1 second. So find the 1 second from here. So 1 second. So 3600 is in multiplication, comes into denominator. So 1 upon 3600 degree. Put this value here. So finally we get this answer. So 1 second is equal to 1 upon 3600 degree. Okay, now write this degree in this format. So 1 upon 3600 multiply by 1 degree, exactly like this. Okay, so what is 1 degree? So it is equal to 1 upon 3600. 1 degree means what? We have to write it is equal to pi upon 180 radian. 1 degree is equal to pi upon 180 radian. If you calculate this answer, then finally you get, after calculation, 4.85 into 10 raised to minus 6 radian. 4.85 into 10 raised to minus 6 radian. So in this way we have to convert the degree to radian, radian to degree, minute to radian, minute to degree, second to radian, like this. Okay, so you are just follow the sequence. If second is given, then second is converted into degree, then degree is converted into radian. Okay, now opposite way, if you have to convert radian into second, then first you convert radian into degree, and then after you convert degree into second. Okay, so you just follow the one sequence to solve out this type of problem. All of you guys must be note this example in your books with the proper calculation. Okay, okay guys, let us come to discuss about the SI prefixes. As we discussed in a previous session about the SI units, there is a wide range of measurement. Okay, if you measure with the any if you measure the mass in kilogram, in gram and milligram and so on. Okay, so we measure the different masses as we know about this one. So these prefixes are used to represents a measurement of any quantity, represents a measurement of any quantity which is very small or very large. Again, which is very small or very large. And what is the prefixes? So prefix is nothing, that is represents a power of 10. What is the prefixes? So prefixes represents a power of 10, 10 raised to 1, 10 raised to 2, 10 raised to 3, like this, and it is used to measure this, whatever you measure the value, to represent a very small quantity or to represent a very large measurement of quantity. Okay, let's see how we indicate. If you consider very small quantity, आपके पास बहुत ही छोटी सी क्वांटिटी है, उसकी मेजरमेंट वैल्यू वेरी स्मॉल है, ठीक है, तो क्या होगा, देखो, इफ वेरी स्मॉल measurement, consider very small measurement, very small. For an example, mass of electron 9.1 into 10 raised to minus 31 kg. Like mass of proton 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 27 kg. See, this is very smaller one, minus 27, minus 31. So this type of quantity is represented easily by the using of prefixes. Okay, let's another example. Very large measurement, very large measurement. For an example, how we just represent very large measurement, like a mass of earth. Okay, its value is 6 into 10 raised to 24 kg. If you see this value, see here, this is a very small, 10 raised to minus 31 or minus 27, and this is very large, 10 raised to 24. So this type of quantity, this type of measurement actually, which is represents with the using of this prefixes, so it is quite helpful to represent it. Okay, otherwise it is difficult to write. So this is helpful for us to represent this type of very smaller or very larger measurement of any physical quantity. And now, which type of prefixes are used? So let us discuss about some prefixes. So first of all, prefix, its symbol and its multiplier. What is this multiplier? Let's we discussed about it now in this same one. See, some prefix is used like deca, then hecto, kilo, mega, giga, tera. These are some prefixes which is used in a physics, in a measurement of any physical quantity. This type of prefixes are used. In these prefixes, what is the symbol of deca? Symbol of deca is Da. Symbol of hecto, H. Kilo, small k. Mega, capital M. Giga, capital G. And tera, capital T. Its multiplier, if you consider deca, then its multiplier is 10 raised to 1. It is represents a power of 10. So here 10 raised to 1. Hecto represents 10 raised to 2. Kilo represents 10 raised to 3. Mega represents 10 raised to 6. Giga represents 10 raised to 9. And tera represents 10 raised to 12. Now, how this type of prefix are used in example? Actually, we have to discuss this type of cases for the example. So let's we discuss some example for more understanding. If this type of case is given to you, 1 kilogram, 1 kilogram. So this k is represents a prefix. You just see where is the k. So k is here. See what is k? So k is equal to 10 raised to 3. So it means it is equal to 10 raised to 3 gram. This is the very well known value. 1 kg is equal to 10 raised to 3 gram. But this is the just comes from here. Now another one, if you consider like 1 megapascal. Pascal is the pressure. Pascal means what? Pressure. We discuss about in detail later on. But 1 megapascal. So what is the m? You just see this m is a prefix here. And if you consider this m, in this case, where is the m? So m is this one. And it represents 10 raised to 6. So this mega is replaced by 10 raised to 6 Pascal. So this is quite a easy way to understand how this prefix are used. Means this prefix is used with some SI unit. See, this is the SI unit. These prefixes are used with the units actually. So with this type of unit, if this prefix is used, then we replace this one. Otherwise, how we write this? See, if we are not using this prefix, then its written way is like this. See, 1 megapascal is equal to this one also. 1 megapascal is equal to 1 2 3 4 5 6 pascal. So this is quite difficult to write, and this is quite easy to write. So we are not use this method, we are using this type of method with representatives of measurement of pressure, represent of any measurement of any physical quantity with the prefix. So it is easily written like this. Do you understand? So this is the meaning. Okay, now let's erase this one. Okay, now another prefix are also used. Let's see, this is for larger quantity. Now also we have discussed this prefix are used for a very small measurement. Which type of small measurement? Let's see. So here some prefixes are used like deci, centi, milli, micro, nano, pico, femto, atto. These are the some another example which is measure the small quantities. These are for larger quantities. Okay, means larger measurement and small measurement. Deci represents by D, centi represent by C, milli represents by M, micro represent like this. It's called a mu. It's called a mu. Nano represents like this. Pico represents P, femto F, and atto A. This is the symbol. Like this. See, here these symbols are used, km, km. Okay, now what is the multiplier? Like this. Here if kilo is given, then you just multiply 10 raised to 3. Mega given 10 raised to 6. How will this multiply? Like the multiply this one. So D 10 raised to minus 1, centi 10 raised to minus 2, meter, milli 10 raised to minus 3, micro 10 raised to minus 6, nano 10 raised to minus 9, pico 10 raised to minus 12, femto 10 raised to minus 15, and atto 10 raised to minus 18. So these are the multiplier. Now how we use this? Let us we discuss some example for more understanding. If the measurement is given like this, 1 micrometer, 1 micrometer. So this is a measurement of length. Meter means what? A measurement of length, as we discuss in SI units. SI units of length is what? Meter. So 1 micrometer. So micro is represents the prefixes. Where is the micro? See, where is the micro? So this one means you replace this micro by the 10 raised to minus 6. So it is equal to 10 raised to minus 6 meter. Do you understand? Let's understand now another case. 1 nanocoulomb. So coulomb is a unit of charge actually. Okay, we discuss about this coulomb in detail later on, but you can say that is also unit. This C is a coulomb, capital C. Capital C is a coulomb. So what is this with this one? That is a small n. Small n means what? Where is the small n? See, so this one small n, so it is equal to what? 10 raised to minus 9. So it's written like this, 10 raised to minus 9 coulomb. Do you understand? Let's we take another example for the same one. 1 milliampere. You heard this about this unit in a previous standards. Okay, 1 milliampere. Ampere is a unit of current, as we know, as we discussed in SI units. So 1 milliampere. What is this milli? So where is the milli? See here. So milli means what? 10 raised to minus 3. So it is equal to 10 raised to minus 3 ampere. So actually in our different examples we are using this type of prefixes. So all of you guys must be understand this prefix, remember this prefix, and must be understand how to use this prefix in example. Okay, before we are going to discuss about the next topic, all of you guys must be note this in your books. Okay, note it properly.